Blizzard Entertainment announces Johanna Ferris as the new president. Yes, we have a new president, boys and girls, and I'm not talking about of the United States or Australia, wherever you're from. No, the more important president. The president of Blizzard Entertainment. Yeah, and she's not a nobody. She's not somebody who doesn't know the ways of Blizzard. She's never been part of Blizzard, but she was previously the general manager of Call of Duty, senior vice president of head of leagues, and Call of Duty esports commissioner. Following nearly a 12-year career in marketing strategy and business development with the National Football League. Yeah, you may have heard of them before. This I've never heard of her, but she's pretty well accomplished. She's a Harvard graduate, and she's going to be taking on the role of president of Blizzard. Now, she comes over from the Activision side, if you can't already tell from her previous experience. But she did have a statement. She released a long, winded statement here. By the way, if you don't know who she is, this is her. She's actually quite pretty. Yeah, but this is her. She is your new president, and she will lead us into the glory days to come here in World of Warcraft, hopefully. But she did release a long-winded statement, to the company. I'm not gonna freaking read this shit out loud. But there is a part of it that I wanted to focus on. And it was right here, where she talks about the differences between, Blizzard and her previous roles at Activision. She does seem to understand that they are two different companies who do things two different ways. So Activision, Blizzard, and King are decidedly different companies with distinct games, cultures, and communities. It is important to note that Call of Duty's way of waking up in the morning to deliver for the players can often differ from the stunning games in the Blizzard realm. Each with different gameplay experiences, communities that surround them, and requisite models of success. I've discussed this with the Blizzard leadership team, and I'm walking into this role with sensitivity to those dynamics and deep respect for Blizzard as we begin to explore taking our universes to even higher heights. So she seems to recognize that, not all games are cookie-cutter formats. You can't just make a new season of Call of Duty every year and call it a day. These games are much more dynamic. I think most specifically World of Warcraft is. And it's interesting. It's interesting because she seems like a hire that some people weren't expecting. I've seen some of the reactions where this wasn't, she's obviously much younger than previous presidents. And but hey, she seems like a smart lady. Got to give her a shot. And maybe she turns out to be the best president we've ever seen at Blizzard. Technically used your mother's credit card. What the hell are you even talking about? Okay, moving on. Moving on. Here it is. Now, we don't usually talk about Classic here, but I did want to mention this because a lot of Classic Season of Discovery Phase 2 stuff recently came out, and it looks like Blizzard is going to crack down on gold sellers. That's right. Remember when we watched that video the other day about how deep the gold selling craziness goes in Season of Discovery? Well, the GDKP runs are getting banned. They're getting banned. Blizzard's going all out on these. They are banning GDKP, which is insane. If you don't know what that is, it's essentially running raids and then using your gold to buy the gear that drops. That is where all the value in gold is really created in Season of Discovery, and that's why a lot of these gold sellers are just making money hand over fist. It looks like Blizzard really wants to try to end this shit. So, they released the thing, GDKP will no longer be permitted in Season of Discovery. GDKP has some conveniences and social benefits. However, we feel that it is antithetical to the nature of the season. We want to give versions of Classic without GDKP a try. So they're going to essentially, it looks like they're going to essentially ban the ability to trade gold, maybe in Raid, who knows. I'm sure these boys are going to try to figure out a way around this shit. But the fact that Blizzard's even giving it an effort to try to curtail all this gold selling that's going on, it's a noble attempt. So that's good to see. This will be this new season will launch on February 8th, and the restrictions will begin then. So there you go. Gold selling has certainly just lost a bit of value, and hopefully that helps quell the thirst and hunger for freaking gold sellers and all this farming shit that's going on. Yesterday we talked about the Queen Kalia Menethil shit showing up in the quest text for retaking of Gilneas. Well, Blizzard has retconned that. Yeah, we did a whole theory on why is she being called Queen? What the hell's going on? Is she trying to get to the throne? All this shit. Well, Blizzard probably, Blizzard watched my video. Let's just be honest. Blizzard watched my video. Yeah, that's what happened. Probably not, but they deleted Queen from the quest text. So that no longer exists, and now where it was saying Queen before was right here. It used to refer to her in this Speak with Lillian, and it used to say Queen Kalia. It has been deleted, and now just reads Kalia. So there you go. This is where it said it right here. So Blizzard has gone back, retconned that shit. She's no longer Queen Kalia, and evidently no longer making a play at the throne. Or maybe Blizzard accidentally released a secret. A secret that they were trying to keep it hidden. And now, our eyes have been opened and will never be closed again to Kalia Menethil and her play for the throne. We're watching you, Kalia. We're watching you. Okay, moving on. We got DPS charts. Post January 23rd class buffs. So these are the first charts that we're looking at. We looked at them last week. That was pre-buffs, and I kept telling you guys that this is pre all the buffs that we're going to see. Let's see how the class buffs have changed DPS across the board. Here we go. Overall damage, Sub-Titty Rogue is still at the top. Look at that. Sub-Titty Rogue is still sitting there away. Demo Warlock. Arcane Mage. Havoc Demon Hunter. Got a lot of good buffs at Affliction Warlock. So, again, I always have a hard time when I hear any Warlock, Mage, or Rogue bitching about anything. I'm like, you guys always have one class that's viable, or one spec that's viable. What the hell are you crying about? We see Unholy and Frost DK sitting here in the middle. Obviously, getting the Legendary will help that. Arms Warrior, Fury Warrior. Warrior made a big jump. And then, of course, Retribution Paladin, who was honestly near the bottom. Look at him now. Look at the Retribution of Retribution. Look at that shit. Sitting there near the top now. We see Enhancement Shaman sitting in the middle. Beast Mastery Hunter. And, everyone following Augmentation Evoker is obviously extremely valuable, but it doesn't show up that much in the charts. Hunter looks like it's at a bit of a hot spot. Looks like their best is Beastman, but let's see a single target here. Let's see if they're doing a bit better there. Single target, we still see Sub-Titty sitting at the top, but look at Unholy DK. I've been seeing some Unholy DKs really pump and raid. So, Unholy DK and Ret Pally, my god. Look at the Rets. Up there. Oh my god, man. Freaking popping off. Obviously, getting the Legendary is going to pump even harder, so this is crazy. Feral Druid popping off. Fire Mage. Ass Rogue. Enhancement Shaman. I've been loving bringing them. Enhancement Shamans are like a must-have now in Raid. They've been amazing to bring with their buffs and everything else, and now they're just pumping damage. Arms Warrior, we keep dropping off here. We see Demon Hunter right here. Who else? Frost DK dropping down here. Fury Warrior. So about where's the first Hunter spec? Beast Mastery Hunter. Looks like in the middle here. So Hunter's not in the best place ever, but still viable, still fine. Shadow Priest doing pretty good too. That's interesting. So post buff, let's see. Oh, there's a ton of movement here. Damn, look at this shit. Who the biggest movers are, up and down. Let's see here. Retribution Paladin. Like I said, the Retribution of Retribution. Look at that. Up 14 freaking spots on the charts. My god. 14 spots. Arms Warrior up 14 spots as well. That is insanity. Who had the biggest drop off? It looks like Marksmanship Hunter down 11. That is the biggest drop. Second biggest might have been, there it is, Balanced Druid and Elemental Shaman. Amazing stuff. Man, 14 spots is huge. You flipped the chart at that point. So congratulations, Retribution, Paladin, and Arms Warrior. You guys are in phenomenal spots. It's a good time to play that class, I guess, post-buff here. So congrats to you. And congrats to all those who are still playing WoW. You are still champions, that's for sure.